You're listening to the Back Home Network, presented by Home Field Apparel.
Saw the
Physical
games,
basketball
and I was at the games.
versus
You were
physical
not.
fouling.
You watched them on YouTube.
Anyway.
I saw the games. I watched the games.
Hey, this is Jared Morris, one of the founders of the Back Home Network, and I'm very excited to introduce our newest show, X's and Joe's, featuring two hosts who any serious IU message board participant will be very familiar with.
I'm Mike Wiemuth, a.k.a. IU in Philly. I've spent 25 years researching college basketball recruiting and metrics.
And I'm Bob Moats. I've spent a quarter century coaching youth basketball and studying where the game is going to help prepare my kids for their future in the game.
Oh, and we're both lifelong IU fans who met in Bloomington in the 1990s and been trying to explain to our fellow fans what we're seeing on various message boards and social media.
Looking for a cheat sheet to help you in those discussions with fellow fans or to quell the debate in your head as to where things are or where they are going? Join us in our ongoing 25-year research project and conversation, figuring out how winning college basketball programs happen, why some programs have done this well, and others have fallen short.
They'll discuss topics like what makes certain coaches successful and others not, and in their own unique style, like this analogy relating coaching to poker.
Yeah, I think we've said this before, Bob. Fans need to think of coaching popularity a little bit like poker. All coaching new hires start out with a stack of chips. If the coach wins games and recruits, the stack grows. If they lose games or whiff on recruits, then it dwindles. So in that sense, what year a coach is in doesn't really matter as much as their actual performance. Like Texas Hold'em, one awful hand could just wipe out your stack in an instant. The same thing in coaching, like some bad early losses or recruiting whiffs can kill off a coach's support just as fast.
And, any good poker player knows it's not just about getting the right cards. Mm-hmm. You got to know how to play your hand. Just like coaches know, it's not just about getting the right personnel. You got to know how to deploy them, how to develop them, how to get them to gel as a team and ultimately win. Sure. Coaches at all levels use that adage, Jimmys and Joes beat X's and O's. What makes college basketball coaches unique, I think we both know this as we studied this, unlike the NBA where you have a general manager or most high school or school programs, even though where I'm at, where some years, it just depends on what the pipeline's bringing you. They have the ability to recruit the guys that play for them, develop them, and then use them, year in, year out to build a team. And that's, I think, a lot of what we've tried to talk about over the years is not, it's not just the recruiting portion, but also you got them there. What are you doing with them?
Exactly.
And of course, since Mike, or IU in Philly, is involved, they'll be discussing topics like the sweet spot.
So here's a stat to ponder. Since 2016, Duke and Kentucky have combined for just one Final Four and 0 banners, despite having 83 top 30 recruits. In that same time frame, the teams that actually won the title had just 3 top 30 recruits, but had like 38 recruits ranked in the sweet spot, between 30 and 80. So for some of these like elite coaches, it's just like that line from Raiders of the Lost Ark. They're literally digging in the wrong place.
Yeah, and you kind of take the fact that those national champions, the people who have won it since 2016, their rosters, they're firmly in the top half of the overall player experience and longevity in college basketball for that year. So those coaches are doing something right with those players in the sweet spot and developing their skills, making them better than what they were when they came into the program, making them stronger, more agile, basically their jumping ability. Everything in that area, while also at the same time putting him in innovative designs and concepts on offense and defense to put him in the right places to be successful. So again, like the third Indiana Jones movie, they're digging in the right place and they found the Holy Grail.
That's right.
As you may have gathered, X's and Joe's is a podcast for serious college hoops fans by serious college hoops fans, and we hope you'll join us. Subscribe now in your favorite podcast player, and when we start publishing new episodes, they'll pop right up in your feed. You'll also be able to find all of the subscribe links for this show and all shows on the Back Home Network at our website, backhomenetwork.com. Episode 1 will be coming soon.
So Bob and I invite you to join us on X's and Joe's,
a podcast dedicated to decoding the winning formula in college basketball today.